I've come here today to announce that the budget I plan to submit to the legislature for fiscal year 2014 will include the federal funding to provide health care for an estimated 300,000 more Missourians, men, women, and children who currently have no health insurance. It is time for us to move forward. Now, it is the smart thing to do, and it's the right thing to do. I'm pleased that this approach has been endorsed by a broad coalition of hospitals and clinics, physicians and nurses, legislators and business leaders, healthcare advocates and concerned citizens. I want to thank all of the folks who have been part of this effort. So, why is this the smart thing to do? It's the smart thing to do because for the first 3 years, fiscal years 2014, 2015, and 2016, 100% of the cost of providing health insurance for those additional folks will be covered by federal funds. That 100% funding is only available to us for the next 3 years. That's why we need to move forward now. After that, Missouri will gradually pick up a small share of costs, starting with 5% in 2017 and not exceeding 10% by 2020. Now, as I said before, as Chief Executive of this state, I take my fiscal and financial responsibilities very seriously. I understand the importance of fiscal discipline. I also understand the importance of affordable health care. And I trust that as others across the state scrutinize the numbers as I have, they will come to the same conclusion. I think we've got a solid argument. I think that this is a persuasive case as to why we should move forward, and I look forward outside the context of political campaigns to move to what I think is a more constructive level of discussion about what's best for the long term of the state.
Governor, could this lead to a higher tax increases for Missourians in order to fully implement this?
No.
Governor, do you think there's enough opposition in other states that legislators are thinking that if enough states refuse to go along with this, they will force changes in the federal level?
Governor's not a hypothetical job. It's a very practical job. And this law has been passed by Congress, signed by the President, upheld by the Supreme Court, and that particular season of thinking it might not be the law of the land is over. As I said here, it's the law of the land. The question now is how do we best implement it? And I think this path moving forward is clearly the best path for our state, and I look forward to continuing to educate not just members, but Missourians about how important this is.
All right, Governor, forgive me, I have to ask you, could you please expand on, you're saying it would not lead to raising taxes? Because the critics of this are saying if we have like $100 million a year extra cost eventually, where are we going to get that money from? How would we do this without raising taxes?
I don't necessarily need to expand on no. I mean, it seems to me that generally, members of the Fourth Estate crave for politicians to say words like yes and no.
No, I mean, how would you pay for this without raising taxes?
The first 3 years, as the economic study showed yesterday.
I mean, after it kicks in full. Right?
As the economic study showed yesterday, this is going to create 24,000 new jobs in the first year. Those people work. They help us in meeting the costs of this government and these public obligations. I'm about growing the economy. This is one way to do it.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.